Oh,
Craig.
yeah.
Are you
what
home?
is it? What?
Greg, tell us. Tell us.
Insurance automation Godfather reinvents the wheel. The
Ooh.
legend Todd Braeger.
Yeah. Let's do.
What do we?
Buckle up, it's the Insurance Dudes Podcast.
Greg, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
All right, what up, dog?
What up, dog?
I'm not very photo or whatever camera good, but
Camera-genic?
you look good, dude. Yeah, you look good, dude.
Not as good
You
as
lost
you.
some weight or something?
Huh?
Whatever.
I've gained,
So what's going on?
some weight.
Yeah, whatever, man.
Yeah, I'm 187, which is more than I should be right now.
No,
Need to be
but
at like
you did-
175.
That's where I need to be. That's where I need to be. So what's going on today, man? What's going on in the insurance world?
Hold on 1 second.
I'm in.
Then we got Jason. Hey, Jason.
Hey, Todd. How you doing, man?
Good. So you're one of the insurance dudes.
I'm a dude.
All right, right on. That's cool.
You're an insurance dude.
I am.
Insurance Dudes Nation.
Yeah. Well, I tell you what, man. I've been doing this for 23 years now, and I truly love what I do.
That's awesome, man.
Crazy. That's the second person today that's been doing it a long time and loves it.
I do, man. I because when customers come in or even on the phone, I'm just passionate. I love helping people. I really do.
Yeah. All joking
You know?
aside, we like to joke and say that it's the boring thing, but no, it is. It's good to help them because a lot of them, like they come to you and they think that it's just about getting the cheapest deal or whatever, and they don't know anything about the coverages.
Right. And you know it's pretty sad when these people come in, and with the Arizona state law of being 15/30/10, it's a joke. It makes me upset that the rates are that low. It should be 25/50/25 minimum. And it should be mandatory and uninsured. It should just be I've done, like, in the last 8 months, in 23 years of business, I've seen most of the craziest claims happen, and it's depressing. And there's a point where I make it mandatory when people come in. It's 25/50/25 on the uninsured, and if they want anything lower than that, I can't help you.
Down the street,
You know,
buddy.
I just can't. Yep, absolutely.
Yeah.
'Cause, I mean, making money is great, but also giving them people good coverage is important.
Yeah. Well, it looks like you got new digs back there. Look at that. Look at all the awards up on the wall and everything.
Oh yeah, you want to see some? That's just half the companies I represent right there.
Whoa, look at that. Look at
Not
that.
bad, huh?
Not bad.
And I don't want to rub this in Craig's, but I'm also an Allstate agent, but I cannot promote it. Like I can't have Allstate on my windows or anything like that.
Oh, you're not allowed to?
No. That's a rule that Allstate, says I can't do, which is understandable because, Allstate's such a huge name. If I did not have it out my window, I would have walking customers left and right.
Yeah. Not fair, huh? Because then you could pivot to the other stuff.
Yeah. I mean, with all the other carriers I have, yeah, it's. I have such a well-rounded network of carriers that it pretty much caters to the ultra preferred and then the ultra non-standard, which I don't really like to do, but I'll still help them if I can. Especially, I can insure 17-year-old drivers now. There's only 2 carriers I have that will do 17-year-old drivers, and that's just unbelievable.
Right.
Wow.
Well, look at what Jason. Yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead, Jason. No, Jason. Go ahead.
How did you get started, man?
Tell your
background.
It's crazy. My background, actually, my family built custom homes for a living. So, 5, 6 years, 7 years old, I was doing drywall, doing roofs, no lie. And so when I got about 21 years old in the family business, my mom kind of came to me. She goes, Todd, either be a politician or get in the insurance. So I listened to her and I said, all right, I'll try the insurance business. So I interned with farmers, and they pretty much said, okay, well, how much money do you have in your checking account? I told them how much. And I said, why are you guys asking how much I have in my checking account? They said, well, you're going to be living off that for the next 2 years. And no lie. And then they said this, you're going to use that stuff for marketing, blah, blah, blah. And if you become a career agent, then you're on board. And I'm thinking to myself, going, okay, so I'm going to use all my money, use all my family and friends, and then they're going to dump me. And then I started doing a little bit of research. I'm like, independent is where I wanted to go. And I just got lucky. I really just got lucky. And I think I got my first contract was the Hartford, which is but really hard to get a hold of. And then the marketing rep loved me for some reason, but I had a good marketing plan. I had a great marketing plan. And after I got the Hartford, I picked up Progressive, Safeco. 20 more companies after that. But you have to feed all of them, though. You got to make sure the ones that pay the best and actually give you nice bonuses at the end of the year with a good low loss ratio.
Nice. So what
yeah. Go ahead.
What kind of bonuses and requirements in the indie world?
Well, it really, they all vary. For instance, Safeco, if you're over $350,000 in premium with a loss ratio less than 55%, you'll get a decent check. If it's under 32%, it's a bit bigger check. But you have to get over that 350 in premium. And then Progressive, they're all Progressive's always. I'm a platinum agent. There's only 10 of them in the state of Arizona and New Mexico, and we're one of them. And they offer better. If you for platinum, it's pretty good actually.
But it sounds awesome.
They pay well. But then you got the other companies that are the non-standard that pay as earned. Which is good because there's no chargebacks. Chargebacks are, and of course, the name of the game is retention. And believe it or not, we don't do any marketing at all. I would say, I was telling Craig this the other day, I would say about 90 to 95% is all referrals.
Wow. Isn't it?
And that's unheard of. That's unheard of.
It's so interesting because there's so many different ways to skin the cat. Right. And everybody's always looking for the better mousetrap or the silver bullet or whatever you want to say. And, like Jason's heavy leads, heavy in automation, and just, what'd you say? 1,200 leads a month?
What? Jason get 1,200 leads?
Ish, 800 something. A lot, right?
Really?
But so he has the majority of his business comes from leads. I'm a bit of a hybrid, right? Yeah. Where we buy some leads, but with a bigger book. There's a lot of the self-generation of the book, and then we have referrals. Like we have a few loan partners that drive business, and then you're here, no leads, just sit here and it comes in.
Here the thing is, guys, just because, I was in the game of dealing with dealerships. Craig, did you tell Jason how I invented the kiosk machine back in 1999?
No, I think you should tell everybody about that.
Yeah.
Okay. Back in 1999, I was way ahead of my time. And I was going to dealerships, literally putting 1 million miles on my car, being there till 11 o'clock at night on a Friday night, Saturday night. And one night I was on my way home, just dead tired. I went to the ATM machine, pull money out to grab some food or something, I don't know. And I was like, God, wouldn't it be great if that thing could just spit out an ID card? And I started thinking about it, and I had 2 other partners at the time. And one of the partners' dad just sold his company for $750 million. So to make a long story short, we started, brainstorming, and believe it or not, we met these 3 investors, big name investors in Arizona, and we sold it for a lot of money. And but they kept us on board, but of course they micromanaged it. Some other things happened, but just make a long story short, we built 50 kiosk machines. And in fact, I'll even go grab a picture to show you what it looked like. and we had it through 50. We had dealerships like Hershey Chevrolet, which is a big name in the Valley. We had all big dealerships all throughout California and Arizona. And I didn't know we don't charge broker fees in California was amazing. We made a lot of money in California, but yeah, it was a touchscreen monitor, a credit card swiper. You can actually swipe your driver's license and pre-fill everything, and but it was a dial-up. But that was back then, was dial-up. And then, anyways, make long story short, there was a few flaws in it, but 50 kiosk machines were selling over 500 policies a month.
Wow.
Yeah, and I can't disclose too much on this, but Craig kind of knows what I'm doing right now. I'm doing something similar to that because since I'm the only person in the U.S. that's ever done online buying without an actual agent. But you guys will see it. It's halfway being produced right now, and I have 5 carriers that are going to allow me to buy online.
That's awesome, man. That is awesome.
Yeah, but the name that was right.
Is that through a computer or is that through something else?
I gotta be kind of careful. It's gonna be, it'll be online. I'll just say that. It's gonna be online. Okay. But the cool thing about though is like Jason, what you're talking about. I mean, when I was doing the numbers game, we did numbers. You make a sick amount of money. It's when I was working with dealerships. I mean, I would get like 250 to 200 a month, but then you're going to lose them after probably 2-3 months. So the retention was terrible. So some people play the numbers game, and there's nothing wrong with that. It works. You make tons of money doing it. But right now, I mean, just because I'm in a small little town, even though I do majority of my business in the Valley, which is an hour and a half away, I'm in a small town. Of course, Phoenix is a big city, but bigger premium. I mean, I do the referrals are mostly from the Valley, so it's been a learning curve being in a small town trying to make decent money, but now I figured it out about 8 years ago.
That's awesome, man.
But then again, so like we have 3 different projections. With Jason, I mean, that's a lot of freaking leads, man. And if you have a great close ratio, you're just killing
it. It's good. It's kind of a long game, because they're constantly being churned. But yeah, it's going well. Once the machine's running, it's good.
Absolutely. And getting good quality agents. That's when I had 32 employees back in the day, and I was telling Craig, I mean, it was out of control. But once you get that one good agent, then you get the next good one, and you take good care of them. Like grass is not green on the other side. They'll be loyal to you. And I've bought agencies, I've sold agencies. I think I've done everything you possibly imagine. 23 years in business, but this time around, I've done everything right, no mistakes, and having fun doing it.
That's great that you're still having fun doing it.
Yeah, I mean, in fact, we're all getting a little bit older. Jason, you look like you're really young. Craig and I are the same age, but it's like time now we got to make it happen.
Yeah. How do you keep mindset positive and I don't know. I'm just doing. I'm one of the most optimistic, positive people you'll ever meet. Craig will tell you. I mean, it could be like a fire in front of my office, getting ready to burn my office down, and I'll be like, don't worry, we'll find a way to put that fire out. I just stay positive. That's awesome.
Yeah,
what were some of those things like you just mentioned the kiosk? What have been some of the big game changers for you throughout the last? How long have you been in?
It was since 1997 is when I got into it.
Nice.
I had that major.
I'm aging myself right now. I'm aging myself. But I'm surprised I have a ton of pictures. But I have some pretty cool pictures of the kiosk machine. I'll show it to you.
Oh, that's cool. So what have been some of the things that have been the big eye openers for you that really helped your business grow and continue and throughout those years?
You know, the loyal customers, man. I'm telling you, I mean, through all the transitions I've been through, the ups and downs, honestly, if I didn't have such loyal customers, it would have been a struggle, because this is like my third time going around of making money, losing it all, making money and losing it all. And the third time's a charm, I always say, but this time I'm doing it right. And I'm being very careful with who I associate myself with in business. And Craig and I have talked about it quite a few times. But you know, with him being captive, and you're captive too, aren't you, Jason?
Yeah, same thing.
Are you all?
Yeah.
And I freaking love Allstate. In fact, I even told my marketing rep I'd be interested in opening just a captive agency in the Valley, and if he would allow me. But he says, patience, be patient. But I do love Allstate. I'm very, very, very fortunate to have that contract. But you know, it just you know, you learn so much on a day-to-day basis. I mean, I learn something new every single day, and I just think the more you learn, the more you can educate your customers, and then they appreciate that, and that's where the referrals come in. I mean, I'll spend an hour, 2 hours with one customer, just how's life, and they love that stuff. And I'm interested in them. I really want to know about them.
That's awesome. So basically, it's that whole human element, right? It's like that connection thing, the difference between just a product, something that's just a commodity, to something that, I mean, obviously with your 95% of your business coming from referrals, like that's incredible.
It's crazy. It really is. And it sticks too. I mean, I do, even when I had my kiosk machine back in the day, guys, no lie, even back since 2000 when we launched it, I still have customers I got from that kiosk machine, because after they bought the policy, I actually called them up and said, hey, just so you know, there's someone on the other side. Here's my cell phone number. If you ever need anything, I'm always here for you. I still have customers from that day.
How often do they call you when you give out your cell phone?
Oh, that's I actually have my phone's on mute right now, but you know, I'll probably have 8 text messages after we're done with this meeting. In fact, dude, check this out, guys. This is just what right here. Those are all quotes. People being quotes today.
I screen captured that, so I'm gonna also quote them.
If you guys want me to refer you some business, I'll say, well, Jason, I have customers in California I can send your way.
I like how every one of those said ASAP after it, like immediate emergency. It's a list of emergencies.
One gal's a $1.2 million home, and 2, like, one's I think a Lexus, and the other one's a Mercedes. So, you know, that's going to be, and she's going to want a $1 million umbrella. So that's going to be a nice little premium. But, you know, but again, she's a good girlfriend of mine. I mean, she's a good friend of mine. I've known her for a long time. And now she's settling down with a guy, and it's going to be a nice premium.
Yeah. That's something that also being in this. So now I just cracked 10 years, right, of doing this business, and Facebook's been around the whole time. I don't think I've had as much of a footprint on Facebook at the beginning as I sort of do now, but now people who I never talked to about insurance that I've been friends with a long time are coming out of the woodwork. You know, like they just come to you, and it's almost in line with Jason's theory on the leads. Like he has the system that just keeps dripping on him. Eventually, that lead that he buys today is going to close, right? And where the people win in this business is that persistence, right? Being genuine.
Absolutely.
You are, Todd.
Yep.
And honest and you know, having integrity and all that, but then
Absolutely.
sticking with it. Like if you're persistent,
Absolutely.
keep doing it, eventually the person they're with is going to retire or piss them off. Right?
Absolutely.
It's going to happen.
And you know what? And you know, one thing I also notice, guys, always talk highly. It's, oh, you're with so-and-so, even though if you don't really care for that other insurance carrier. One thing I notice, say, oh, they're a good company. You know, if they're taking care of you, stay with them. 9 times out of 10, eventually they'll come to you.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't need to.
Yeah, I mean, that's what, no. I never do that just because I know eventually I will get them back, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hey, we're getting a please request courting permission from, oh, yeah, okay. I almost lost you. Sorry for getting on this page. I'm free. I know technology and I feel like an idiot not be able to get on there. So I apologize. I did. I was like, what the heck is, I know, I went keep going the wrong thing and I didn't, so I apologize. You guys want me to go grab that picture real quick off the wall?
Do it.
Get it.
I want to check. It was pretty state of the art. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back.
So we're going to see some state of the art. For anybody who isn't, I don't know if you'll cut it or we'll cut it or what, but
nah.
Yeah.
Good.
How are you doing today, Jason?
Yeah, it's coffee talk.
It's coffee talk. Let's do a quick coffee talk. I see you have a bunch of stuff on your wall. Is anything new?
Not yet, but there's a whole bunch of stuff in the car that I haven't gotten around to putting on the wall yet.
Yes. So make sure that if you're listening, you can always hop on the YouTube and see what's going. Looks like
the YouTube.
The YouTube. Hop on the YouTube on the internet.
Is this going to be on YouTube?
It's going to be.
Yeah, it is.
All right, now. All right. So
For
you guys
Christmas.
ready for it?
Yes.
All right. Here we go, guys.
Look at that puppy.
It looks like something out of almost Mork and Mindy, but newer. But 90s.
Each one, they cost $12,000 a piece. Here's another picture of it.
Wow. So you could walk up to that machine, swipe your card, swipe your ID, and get insurance off that thing.
Yep.
And every single one of these that existed in like any kiosk in insurance at a dealership was you.
Yep. It was all
Pretty
me.
cool.
It was all me.
I mean, that's you're the pioneer.
Yeah, kind of, yeah. I mean, I'm the only one that's ever done it.
Yeah.
And here the thing is, guys, and you guys probably know as well as I do, everything is going to go to technology. And that's what kind of scares me. What I'm trying to put together now, I'm trying to do as fast as I can. And because, these younger generation, they don't want to talk to us. They want to go on there and they want to go on the phone and buy insurance and not have to talk to anybody.
Right.
So it's going to happen eventually. And I'd love for you guys and even myself to be on the forefront of because I've already shown it's done. It was popping about 500 to 550 policies a month. Now the retention wasn't very good, but again, it was a numbers game. Yeah, exactly.
The overhead for those machines. I mean, yeah, you have to invest in the machines, but once that's paid off, it's free.
Well, imagine you automate the back end in the way that instead of calling, like there's an AI on the back end that's sending a text, but it's a little robot and it knows what the typical responses are going to be and just has a conversation with somebody. They think this, and I love millennials, but this awesome millennial sitting there texting with a robot and they don't realize it and everybody's happy.
Oh yeah. And guys, I mean, the numbers could be off the charts. If you get a non-residence license, you launch stuff to other states and it open to the general public, we can be selling thousands of policies a day. You won't even know it. I mean, you won't be knowing it because you'll see reports, but you know
right. You'll know it.
You'll know it. Give those nice checks at the end of the month would be nice. But I'm honestly, besides the one-on-one, I am about technology and that's where I'm headed to just
make life a little bit easier, not work as hard. Because, you know, it's a daily grind. You guys know, I mean, you guys do it. It's a daily grind every day.
Especially with that notebook that you have there, man. That's a lot of quotes in one day.
That's just one page, man. It's and my staff, my staff, they're still at lunch, believe it or not. They've been gone for almost. Well, they should be getting here any minute now. But
Todd's too nice.
Get back. I get beat up a lot. I get beat up a lot. But you know, but I'm a nice guy. I'm like I said, I don't think there's a bad bone in my body to where I really try to. But you know, if a customer is going to be a jerk, I'll put them in their place real quickly. I won't put up with it.
How do you handle that?
Yeah, just the way they come off. If they're going to come off rude or even rude to my staff, I'll just let them know, hey, look, I will not put up with this. If you have an issue or a challenge with us, then go find insurance somewhere else. I don't need your business. And usually they're the nicest people after that, or they go somewhere else.
Right, they're testing you to see how much you'll take.
How far can I be pushed? Yeah. But you know, honestly, I'm a nice guy. And that's where I'm lucky. I really work with only good people. And I'm very lucky, very fortunate, actually.
That's cool. That's where we spend most of our time, right? At work. So it's got to be a good environment, and for your staff too. Like,
Jason, no lie. I mean, there's nights I leave here at midnight, 2:00 in the morning.
Oh my God.
I think once or twice in my 23 years, I actually went all throughout the night, worked all the next day. Well, actually, took a shower, came back, and around 3:00 the following day, I hit a fence or a rock or whatever, a fence or something. I hit something where I was like, I'm going home to bed. You know, but you know when you're busy and you got to get back to people, you can't let them down. You got to get back to them.
Do you ever get bored of insurance? Sick of it?
No. Every day is a new day. Every day is something different. Do you guys agree?
Yeah.
Every day is a day. That's what I love about it. I mean, you get a different person, a different. You know, like one guy played for Frank Kush. He was a middle linebacker for Frank Kush back in 69, 70. I just did his insurance policy. And, you know, I'm a football fan. I know you're U of A, so I won't talk about U of A, but he's an ASU linebacker. And he played for Frank Kush.
You're not allowed to say that on here. No ASU.
Okay, so, all right, sorry, I won't say that. But, you know, I talked to him for almost 3 hours.
Yeah, you know what? I actually got to meet and insure Dick Tomey, the late Dick Tomey. Unfortunately, he just passed away, but he was the coach for U of A.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, he just passed away.
Yeah.
No life. He was.
Did you build a wall with him?
He was 75, 80. What?
Did you build a wall with him?
We did build a wall. We built the wall.
Yeah.
Right.
He was a great coach. He was a great coach, man. He didn't look
really good guy. Yeah.
Really?
He was 70s. He was a really good guy.
Oh, and he was a great coach too. Great coach.
He'd come in and he was one of those that he had to talk to me, which was fine. I was like, I'll go talk to Coach Tomey. It's freaking awesome.
Oh yeah.
Hard time calling him
absolutely.
Like, please call me Dick. Okay.
I have troubles with that, man. I have one customer because I have to call him Richard. I can't call him that. I just can't do it. Is that bad, guys? Is that bad?
We're all 12.
Yeah, exactly. We're insurance dudes.
Yeah, exactly. Well, hey, so as people, there's still people jumping into this industry, you know, and I guess they'd be millennials. Like, what's the word of wisdom that you would impart to them jumping in, starting out right now?
In all honesty, Craig, that's a good question, and I have talked to people on this area. If you ever want to get in this business, and I'm strong to these words. If you ever want to get in this business, you better have a minimum $250,000. Either get a bank loan or have the money put in the bank or something. Because I'll tell you what, I mean, there's days where I starved. I didn't eat. I had to walk to work. You know, it's one of those things where
There's 250,000 seems like a lot, but if you really think about it, you know, you got the E&O, you got the office expense, you got computer, all that stuff adds up. And if you don't do any kind of marketing at all, the phones are not going to ring, and you're not going to make enough to survive. And I see 250,000. I'm sticking that number. I really am.
That's awesome.
What about you? But what do you? I mean, but then again, it's very lucrative. I mean, if you cannot spend half that money and make it successful, it's the best business in the world. The residual is the best. I think it's the best business in the world. Residual income.
That's why everybody's moving to that, right? You see all these companies. It's all just.
You're absolutely right.
Yep.
Now, what do you guys think? I mean, am I off the little bit? I mean, what do you guys think?
I think that's a pretty solid. That's definitely a solid base. I wouldn't have anything below 250. And if you really want to scale, I think 400-500 to really blow it up.
Yeah.
I mean, on the
if you want to
side, there's a lot of, you know, the ones that built these big agencies, they have to have at least $500,000.
Yeah.
400 $500,000.
Well, check this out. I had a marketing rep, and I won't say her name or her company, but she did a contract with Nationwide, and what they did was they gave her I want to say they gave her 300,000 or something like that. No, I take it back. They gave her it might have been 300,000 or 400,000. Anyways, she had 7 employees, and she had to get to 1.3 million in premium in 3 years. And of course, when just after 2 years, they did a rate change, and she wasn't going to meet that, and so she was going to pay all that back. And I don't even want to say it was even more than that. I forgot how much exactly what it was. But anyways, making long short, when she had a $1 million book and she has 7 employees, I'm like, are you kidding me? I mean, I have I'm not that big of an agency, but you know, and I got 2 people that work here, but. She says, you should have at least 10 people as a staff member. And I said, no, I'll do it myself. I'll grind out. I'll do customer service. I'll sell. I'll do it all. I don't now, you know, but that's me just trying to save money, put into the software that I'm building and grow, you know, and do bigger and better things. But I don't know. It does take a lot of money to get it going, though.
It does.
For sure.
Yep.
Awesome. Well, thank you, man. I think that's good.
Dude, I appreciate you guys let me do so. You see, I'm a little nervous. I'm sweating a little bit. I'm a little nervous. So
God, we love it, man. You're great.
Thank you, Casey. I'm a little shy. I'm a little shy too, so hopefully I did okay.
No, man, awesome. Good wisdom from.
Yeah, I mean, if you guys ever need me on the show again, I'll try to be a little more prepared.
You're perfect. Perfect.
All right.
Thanks, bud.
All right. Cool.
I'll give you a jingle.
All right. Well, let's keep it.
Yeah.
Let's all keep in touch, guys.
All right. Thanks, man.
Good meeting you, Todd.
Bye, Craig. Bye.
55% of insurance sales producers say that they have had little or no sales training. Us agents focus on marketing to drive activity and often overlook the sales presentation. Improvements in mindset, shifting focus, rapport, needs diagnosis, value building, creating buy-in, and overcoming objections lead to drastically better closing numbers. The solution? Enroll your team in September's Sales Summit offered by Agency Vault. We will even assess your team to see which of their sales steps need the most improvement. Head to agencyvault.com to sign up before it's full.
Hey, thanks for checking out the Insurance Dudes. Hey, please subscribe. We got some really great stuff coming out.